Hey everybody, I was supposed to do a live today, but this is actually going to be a pre-recorded video for our fall theme. So originally I had, I'll show you. It's just like a little shadow box thing. It's got glass in the front and then it's got this in the back. I painted this and pulled the glass out so that I can chalk it. So this I've already waxed. And I'm going to take my pumpkin transfer. I'm going to fuzz it. I don't have my fuzzing cloth right quick, but I'm going to fuzz it real quick on my leg. And then I'm going to center it. And I'm going to grab my orange peel paste from yesterday that we used in the Halloween video. And it's still got some moisture to it. And then I'm just gonna cover that silkscreen transfer. And if anybody wants to know how I make these, I'm probably going to be doing it on my YouTube channel. So that one is Designs by Sherry, because I can't have my chalk couture and my art stuff mixed. So. But I always, when it comes to like paper type stuff, I always make sure to wax my surface, because otherwise the transfer will end up sticking to it. And you guys can't see that very well, but there's our little pumpkin. I'm just going to set this to the side, and then I'm going to take from the Harvest Transfer these cute little things here, and I'm going to cut them in half. And inside this little shadow box, you could put all kinds of little things. I thought I had some little confetti pumpkins, but I actually didn't. So they were more like haunted houses, which I may do a haunted house one like this next week, or something to do with Halloween. But so I did my little thingies here. I'm going to peel them off. And just in case anybody is new, this is chalk couture, and I add my own little stuff into it. But our transfers are reusable. They're silk screen. They have sticky on the back side. That's why I'm fuzzing it, to make sure that it doesn't stay stuck to my surface, because I actually have had, when I didn't wax a piece of like paper type thing before, I actually destroyed the whole transfer. So I'm just fuzzing it on my pants real quick, because I was supposed to do I'm actually just going to put this on here so that can dry. And I am going to grab, I think I'm going to grab my Harvest paste. No, that's olive. And that's gold. This must be Harvest. Yep. So our new Harvest paste is a shimmer paste, and it's really pretty. I'm actually going to grab one of my mini squeegees. We have little squeegees too, in addition to our big squeegees. And we also have a multi-tool that sometimes I use for like smaller detail type stuff. But I'm just gonna take my paste, dip my squeegee in it. Definitely don't need that much. And then I'm just going to squeegee that paste all across it. We also have inks too, which people use for surfaces that you're going to want to possibly wash, like a t-shirt or a blanket or a pillowcase. And those ones are, once heat set, they're permanent. The pastes here are just semi-permanent, so... All right, we're going to stick this one on, do the same thing, squeegee all that color on it, pull off the excess, because once you're done with it, you can put it back into your jar if you have any excess left. And then close that one up real quick, peel that off, and voila. So, like I said, in the shadow box, you could put some extra little things, but I'm not going to. We're going to actually just glue this into it once it's dry and I finish this other part up. So for the glass, I know it's hard for you guys to see. I'm going to take rubbing alcohol to wipe off the surface before I chalk it. And a cotton ball. Okay. And then very gently I'm going to put my fingers on the sides of it and I'm just going to wipe it. Make sure that there's no fingerprints or anything else that may have gotten on it. Thankful sometimes I have fingernails too, because I can hold it still. All right, and while that's drying real quick, I'm going to show you, this is one of our, what's it called? Fall Wishes Trio. And it's just a little A-size transfer, and it has 3 different things: Gather, Gobble, Harvest Time, and Harvest Wishes. We're going to use the Harvest Time today. Maybe if I can find out where to open it. Maybe not. Oh. And then I'll set that aside. But this is how they come, and you can see in between they have little lines. And we are going to cut on those lines. Well, as best as I can. Put that to the side. And then you can also do like a Christmas one of these with the little warm wishes. Actually, I think there's another 3 that are for Christmas. So there's Christmas sayings also. And then since rubbing alcohol dissolves quickly, we are going to just go ahead and put this. You know what, I'm going to measure it. I love this little mat. This is our self-healing mat from Couture, and I love it because it has all the little, you know, lines for measuring, and I can fit it perfectly in these lines here. You guys can't see my fingers. So I'm just going to, I lined it up, and I'm going to try to center it. Probably, oh, I gotta fuzz this. Okay, so when you're using, I gotta find my fuzzing transfer, or cloth. So when you're using glass also, you want to fuzz and fuzz some more. Because I have broken glass from not fuzzing enough. And when you go to pull it up, because the glass is so, you know, thin, when you go to pull the transfer up, the glass just cracks. So I almost forgot that. And normally when I'm using most other surfaces, I just fuzz like one time. But because it's glass, and like I said, I've broken glass before, we're going to fuzz it a couple of times. And I'm actually going to flip it over onto the other side, which is a little bit of a thicker fuzz. And I'm going to fuzz it over here too. I had something really cute I had made one time with a picture frame glass, and went to pull it up and it just completely shattered. All right. And since this isn't, normally during my lives, you guys can ask questions and stuff, but since this isn't a live, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments and I will see it. So, all right. So we're going to bring this back down here and center. Here, I think, is center. Yep. And then you just place it down very gently because, like I said, it's glass. And I think we're going to use our Harvest, or our Shimmer Frost today. I used that one yesterday in my Halloween decor video, so I'm going to use this one again because it's so pretty when it shimmers and stuff, even though, like I said, the camera does not do it justice because it is a beautiful shimmery color. That little decor piece I made yesterday with the little beware, I've got to go give that to a friend of mine today. Well, to her daughter. So they can have some Halloween decor up. And then, like I said, just make sure you get all of it covered well with your paste. Sorry, it's a little dark in here. It's kind of cloudy outside, and I don't have an overhead light. Alright, and then I'm just going to do, just like I did with the other one, I'm going to put my paste back in here. And you could also use ink on this. A lot of people do. But I'm also going to end up probably varnishing it. So, alright, now we're going to pull up this corner. And there we go. We have harvest time. And then what you would do is you would take and put your glass back in here. And then you take this little piece from before. I'm going to super glue it. I'm just not doing it right now because it's not dry enough yet. We're going to set this to the side. And I'm probably going to, you can also, because this thing, I actually had to pull this out of the back of it because it was done with a different thing. But I may end up super gluing like around the edges to keep it into the shape of a rectangle. And I just bought super glue just from the dollar store or wherever. But oops. Ooh, there we go. So just with your super glue, you just take the cap part and put it there, open it, and then I'm gonna try to get some of these edges. You know, I have no clue if this thing's open or not. It's not. There we go. All right, let's try this again. So you're going to take and just super glue along the edge. Meet them up together and hold it in until it's pretty well dry. But in case y'all want to see how I do some of these other projects before I start chalking them, my YouTube channel is Designs by Sherry 77, I think. Which I just created a logo for my Designs by Sherry last night. We are going to put a little bit right here because it's not wanting to stay. And then when I go to put it into the other part of the shadow box, I'll put glue on the outside here. I mean, that's pretty much what we did, was this little pumpkin. But I'm not going to bore you guys with this. I will post a video or a picture later of the finished product. And you guys have a good day and happy chalking.